The overriding presumption in this country towards adolescents in public schools is that these are young people who are trying to be challenged less and are trying to get out of the hard questions and the hard work that should define an intellectual education. Our students are meaningful not only to us as a college, but to that discussion because of how convincingly they disprove that belief.
When we look at education in the United States today, everyone is appalled at how the United States is falling by the wayside. We used to be the leader. We were the innovator. We were the implementer. That is no longer the case. We need to change that trend. And this is the kind of program that can do just exactly that.
First thing, I wake up, gotta get ready for school. I take AP History first, then I go to my Chinese class, and then after that I take pre-calc. Around 12:30 I leave, come to Bard, and get to the rigorous learning.
Bard Early College in New Orleans is a satellite program of Bard College, a 4-year private college of the liberal arts and sciences in New York State. Students in the Early College in New Orleans complete the first full year of undergraduate education during the last 2 years of high school, in the second half of the school day, earning nationally transferable Bard College credits, all at no cost to the students.
It's the liberal arts belief that if you are going to be a good doctor, you also need to be a good writer, a good philosopher, a good historian, a good communicator.
Our idea of morals, we see somebody lie, we think that's wrong. Animals, they don't have things like that to tell them what's right, what's wrong. They just live. They don't really think about those things.
Right, I mean, certainly ethics, abstract concepts. We know that animals aren't capable.
We're throwing these challenging questions at them. They sit down and write them. They reflect on their own writing. They share their writing. Then they come back to the group. And in that dialogue, I think a lot of insightful and rigorous thinking emerges. Ultimately, the goal is for that thinking to then find itself back in a text.
Oh yeah, you have to really question a lot of things. Like Descartes, he pretty much questioned the way he thought for 60, 50 years, something like that. So he pretty much started from the bottom and tried to build up again. So that makes me wonder, could I do that myself?
We got to be the defender and the prosecutor for a specific case, like whether or not someone deserved the death penalty. And that was really exciting. I'm getting a better understanding of the world as my peers see it. And it really just opens my eyes up to a lot of things.
Clarence Darrow was just someone on the outside looking in, and he contradicted himself. And I'm not saying they went through a hard struggle, I'm saying they're in jail, he feels pity on them.
The part of his argument that makes sense to you, does anybody think there's a grain of truth in what he's saying?
I enjoy hearing other students' thoughts on concepts that we're talking about. It's great.
The high schools are always excited to send students to Bard. Students go back to their high school classrooms and are able to contribute in more profound ways. They're able to crack open ideas that their classmates might take at face value.
One student in particular, she's always coming back with something new that she learned, and she's, especially when it comes down to writing her papers, she's like, I didn't know I could do that, and the teacher told me I could take the paragraph and turn it around this way, and I even told it to my English teacher. So then she started making everybody else in the class do it like that, and it works out really well. And the excitement, the level of excitement that she brings back, and she offers the other kids, and then the other kids are like, well, why didn't they pick me for Bard?
Bard just put me in an environment to grow. I mean, you can't grow unless it's struggles, and you gotta be in a place where it's struggling. And I mean, there's struggles in here.
It gives me a mindset of I can't play around. When I get home, I can't take a nap knowing I have 40 pages to read. I can't go out with my friends knowing I have work to do. It's responsibility I have to take.
I think Bard has kind of made me hungry for college, because I feel kind of ready for college from being in the course for so long.
The early college, for them, is just really a stepping stone. If you get a child 11th grade, you can just really prepare them. By the time they hit 12th grade, they're even more prepared. So when they hit college, they know what to expect. They know what the colleges are looking for, and they're just ready to go.
Joshua Palmer, I attend Xavier University. We had to analyze documents, and when everybody got their papers back, I had the highest in the class. My professor had asked to see me after class, and she had asked me, did I have any college experience? And I told her that I had attended Bard Early College program, she said, I can tell because this is a very good paper, and it's written on a college level.
Can you imagine if this program expanded beyond just the very limited scope that you have here in New Orleans, not only just to the city of New Orleans, but throughout the state? So some child from rural Louisiana is all of a sudden going to be given a vision about the world, or beyond the world, about the universe. And students are then getting college course credit at a high school level. They finish college more quickly, and that's a huge savings, not only for them, but for the state as well.
There's something uniquely compelling for young people about what goes on in a liberal arts classroom. And that's a classroom in which simple beliefs are opened up to find incredibly complicated landscapes of critical thought, of social problematics, and of the dynamics that make up our democracy.
I love art. It's just like I get to share my thoughts and my ideas, what topics mean to me. That's why I love coming to Bard.